Hey guys, Jake here, coming at you with another math lesson. In today's video, we're going to be going over an example of how to find an inverse function. So if you're given some function f, how you can manipulate that function in order to figure out what the function's inverse is. I'm going to be going through a specific example and showing you step by step exactly how you can do this so that you can apply it on your own. If that sounds good to you, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Find the inverse function of f, where this time we have f of x equals x minus 1 all over 5. So again, same process that we just went through in the last one. We're going to basically just say let y equal f of x, and we're just changing our f of x to a y. So y equals x minus 1 all over 5. Okay. Once we do that, to kind of set up our finding the inverse process, we just want to change our y to an x, change any x's we have over here into y's. In this case, again, we only have one x. There could theoretically be multiple. We would want to make sure to change all of the x's into y's. But in this case, we only have the one. So we're just going to change this y into an x. We're going to change this x into a y. And now we've kind of got ourselves set up to proceed with finding the inverse. So now to find this inverse, all we have to do is take this new equation where we've swapped our x's and y's and isolate the y. So we're just going to get the y all by itself. We're going to move everything else over to the other side of the equation. So we should hopefully end up with y equals something with a bunch of x's in it. So to do that, we're going to first have to move this 5 over. So multiply by 5, multiply by 5. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to both. So these 5's are going to cancel. We're going to get 5x equals y minus 1. And then to get this minus 1 over to the other side, we're going to be able to add 1 to both sides of our equation. So plus 1 over there, plus 1 over there. This minus 1 and plus 1 will cancel. You're left with y equals 5x plus 1. Okay, so we're not quite done yet. There's a little bit of a notational thing we need to do here to get this fixed. If you are getting some value out of this video so far, do me a favor, hit that like button down below, just that little thumbs up. It's a huge help to me and my channel so I can keep making more videos like this and we can keep crushing it all term long. And okay, so once we've gotten this basically solved for, gotten our y equals something with a bunch of x's, we want to keep in mind that what this function here represents is the inverse of our original function f of x. So that we then need to kind of take this and say f inverse of x equals whatever we have solved for over here. So 5x plus 1. So just kind of to explain this notation here, this f minus 1 of x, a lot of people think this means that you're raising f to the negative first power. That's actually not what it means. I'm not really sure, to be honest, why somebody just chose to use the same notation for f inverse and raising something to the negative first power. They're completely unrelated and they mean something completely different. You definitely do not want to treat this as meaning f to the negative first power, because it's not really what it is. What this means is f inverse of x, which means this function here should be the inverse function of this function here. And you definitely could verify that. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, you're definitely going to want to check out that video right over there. There's a little bit more to manipulating functions and some other concepts that you're going to want to be familiar with before you move on. And one of those is how to subtract two functions, which is what that video right there is about. So I highly recommend you just click on that right there. Go check that out so you can keep building on your knowledge about functions.